sure, it can be. If you don't do the diligence of finding a place that's appropriate for yourself. So, it's your responsibility to go find a place that is appropriate for you and what you want to learn. Just because it's MMA, well, I can give you 9 other studios that will also teach you MMA in a non-contact variety. I've trained fighters, and to be honest, I'm now training athletes. People love to know that they have the knowledge, but few love to get in the cage. And if you do want to get in cage, there's some great programs for you to go into. And I encourage if that's where you want to be. Well, a black belt can mean, to clarify, a black belt is a master of basics. So when you're a black belt, you're not this ninja warrior. You're a master of basics. So an instructor will outline what he feels is a basics, and you have to demonstrate a certain proficiency at that level. So what would determine? For me, I think it would determine someone who's well-rounded. I want someone who knows how to do stand-up striking, knows how to wrestle, and knows how to be confident on their back, on the ground, and vice versa, is proficient at fitness. Those are my 4 qualities of basics that I'm looking for in a black belt. So when we talk about degrees, that's when we start tackling harder things than basics. So generally you would have, let's say, a punch. Now you're talking about a 1-inch punch, or a different style of strikes, or a kick, or a combination now you put together, a jump kick. Those would factor into your degrees. So when we're talking about MMA, we're talking about, first of all, it's very hard to get a black belt in MMA, in a strict MMA. When we're talking about traditional martial arts, there is a system of advancement. In MMA, your focus is black belts in different styles. And then we do have a system for our kids that will take them to black belt. But it means that they're general overall great at basics in those 4 areas. With my career, there's been so many different types of individual. Our tagline is taking you from where you are to where you want to be. And there's multiple people that I've worked with that have come from a certain place, and now we've affected them, and now they're a certain place. We've had a client of mine, Jason. He's severely autistic. Well, we took this child from a kid who had a hard time communicating to actually receiving his black belt. And yes, we did have to modify some things, but it's not about the modifications. It's about seeing his growth as a child who wasn't social to be able to be social. Vice versa. We just spoke about a client of mine hadn't worked out, I want to say in her whole life. She says she did, but I'm not sure. The great thing, this shy, timid woman, well, today she was kickboxing. She did the full half-an-hour class and, left with a smile on her face. Those are the personal stories. They're not 80 pounds weight loss, but I'm a realist. I love to see people who start believing in themselves, who feel comfortable when they come into workout, and that to me is an amazing feeling. I think so. I think diet is very important, nutrition is very important, but training is very important. The other thing we always forget about is internally. Your body, your mind. You have to be in a great place if you want change. Sure. I think you have to get started, and you have to, while you're young, you have to find out what works and doesn't work, because now is the time when you have a lot of time and no responsibilities. Now is the time to try and fail and get back up and do it again. And one of my favorite quotes, and it's actually a personal mantra that I use when training. When I'm tired, when I don't want to do that last set, I say today, not tomorrow. Because do it today and you'll thank yourself tomorrow.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.